Let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, my people, and welcome to the Sn95 Power Channel. Today we are going to paint our wheels. Now, these are my old SVE wheels. The one on the left is the OEM color, and I'm going to show you how to get a finish like the one on the right. Now, first off, just a quick disclaimer. Yeah, this is the nonsense that Duplicolor did to me. I don't know what the hell happened to this can, but the finish on this wheel right here could have been a lot better, but this can was sputtering a lot. This is a new can too. I really don't trust Duplicolor now, but just to keep things consistent, I went back with Duplicolor. Let's run down some of the stuff that I'm going to use. First up, this is just a gray Scotch-Brite pad. Up next, we got some 3M scuff stuff and Duplicolor gloss. I just had this VTH primer hanging around, so we're going to use VTH. Now let's inspect the wheel on the left. Now, originally, with the other wheel, I was just able to use a gray Scotch pad and some 3M scuff it. But this wheel has some damage to it. It's just like some tar, and it kind of peeled a little bit. So this isn't going to be like a perfect finish because I'm not going to feel any of this stuff. I'm just going to try to knock this down as best as I can to get a smooth surface. So I'm going to start this outer lip with some 600 grit sandpaper. All right, this is just some 600. So there's not too much I'm gonna be able to do about this. This isn't tar, this is just curb rash. So yeah, all this is curb rash. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to sand it and paint over it. You'll still be able to see it in the finish, because I guess I could try to knock this down, but I don't really have my tools set up to do this. It's too bad. I didn't realize. At first I just thought this was tar, but it's actually curb damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch over to this 3M Scuff It, because the only thing I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to remove this coat or whatever this top barrier is on this wheel. It's almost equivalent to like the 600 grit that I was just using. It's more pliable. My man John Coates is the one that put me up on this stuff, and I've been a fan of it ever since. All right, so you saw me just use some card cleaner just to get the 3M scuff stuff off. So now I'm just about to use some grease and wax remover to clean it one more time. So I didn't say this before, but you know, common sense, just make sure your wheel is clean as possible. before you start spraying. Just thought about it. I didn't do a good job of hitting this little lip in between the tire and the wheel. So just want to go back and get up in between there. All right, we're gonna let this dry, and while it's drying, we need to get something to protect our tire from getting spray paint on it. There's a bunch of ways to do it, but we're gonna use the old playing card trick. Extra step that I like to do. All right, and that's how it looks after I put my extra barrier on. So we need to cover the stem and hit this with a tack cloth. All right, so y'all know the deal on this. Ventilated area, use common sense, use something to cover your face to not breathe in fumes. Shake your can up, and first coat. Lay it on light. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my spray can together. I like to have this upright instead of spraying down, just to try to help with the sputtering. So we'll let this sit for 15 minutes. Read through your instructions of whatever primer you're using, and then come back and do 2 or 3 more coats. So I don't know what's going on with duplicolored cans, but this is the second time I got a can and it looks like it's been used already. Like, this is real, like, bootleg. All right, before I shoot this, I like to just shoot it, just see how it's gonna spray. It feels like it's coming out better this time than it did last time. So yeah, this is better. So I'm just gonna dust this. We'll let this flash. All right, I lost daylight. All right, this is 3 coats of base. I'm gonna shoot some clear on it, and really most likely tomorrow we'll take a look and see how it turns out. All right, I figure I'll get this spray tonight. That way I can dry the car tomorrow. So shoot it with some clear. Probably give it 3 coats. This isn't really a high covering clear. I was hoping that I could sand it down and smooth it out, but looks like that's not going to happen with this. If I don't like the finish, if it's not glossy enough, I might go back over it with the Scotch-Brite and mix up some clear and shoot it with my spray gun. All right, here's the finish. And, you know, I'll get up real close just to be honest with y'all, and I'm not really happy with the finish. I pretty much used that whole can of clear, and it's just not glossy enough for me. And I think that's just, it's not a knock to the rattle can. I mean, that's the product. I think it's just the clears just isn't made to give that deep gloss. I think if I really wanted like a deep gloss on these rims, I would actually have to mix up some Temco or some other clear that I have that I used on the car. Finish wise, like I say, that Duplicolor can really sputtered a lot, and I think it really hurt how this laid out. This one, you know, you can still see the curb rash on it. I've got some issues right here. I think that's all prep, lack of prep in that little area. But I'm just gonna try one more trick and see if I can get this to kind of pop a little bit more. So this is what I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try to buff this out. I'm gonna try some McGuire's 205. It's not like a heavy cutting compound. And then I'm just gonna use some of this old school Kim Guy's mirror finish. I'm gonna try these two on one wheel and see if I can see any kind of difference in the finish. Alright, let's just see how this look out in the sun. I can't really tell much of a difference. Does this one have a little bit more shine? Yeah, it does, but still not the finish that I was looking for. Alright, so here's the final product on the car. I don't think it looks bad, but the only thing that I'm disappointed with is it just doesn't have that wet look. It's just not glossy enough, and I don't think you can, at least the rattle can clears that, you know, the Duplicolor, the VTH or VHT, I don't think they can give me that look that I wanted. So if, you know, if I want to get this wet look, that deep like gloss on this wheel, I think I'll have to mix up some clear. But for now, this is the outcome of it. Tell me what you think. I'll, you know, like I say, be 100% transparent. You know, that spot right there is lack of prep, and we have the curb rash from before. But I'm satisfied, you know, with the outcome of this. So yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging around, rocking with me and watching this video. Do me a favor, tell a couple of people about the channel, continue to interact with those ads, and I appreciate your time, and God bless.